Hello, everyone. Welcome into the live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm going to keep this live stream short since everybody's on the weekend. But I wanted to announce one thing that I haven't done before, even though we've been working on it for quite a bit of time now, about the pool that will be made inside of the platform. That way, people that users that earn tokens by doing tasks on platform will be able to exchange their tokens for other currencies, and the smart contract for that feature is already done. So now once we raise the investment, the part of the investment is going to go inside of that pool. That way, people that do tasks all the time or have already earned grants before by doing so will be able to exchange those tokens to the currencies that will be in the pool. So that's a cool thing. Also, not only talking about the investment when we have orders from companies for us to perform the tasks. The companies are going to be purchasing tokens, and that those money will be 100% of that money will be going inside of the pool, and we will be able to exchange our tokens without leaving the platform. So that's very convenient, I think, for everyone, for users and for people that are don't want to go on exchanges and do that, and everything can be done on the inside of the website. So that feature is, like I said, the contract's already done. So we are going to wait for the some money coming in from the clients and the investment itself as well. So this is what I wanted to share today as the first thing. And the second thing is that we have decided, as I said on the previous live, we have decided to make a couple of events here in Chicago before I leave back to San Francisco on the 7th. And the first event that we are going to be having here is going to happen on Wednesday. So this Wednesday evening, we are doing the same thing as we did in San Francisco for 6 months. So the same thing, and I hope that we're gonna have some people coming in, and it's just we're just gonna test out the market here, I would say, because once you do the events in San Francisco, it takes a lot of people come in, and everybody looks at the websites where those events are being posted. Chicago is a little different, and the community is a little different, so we're gonna test it out and see how it will work here. And then, like I've said many times already, we'll be going back to SF on September 7th and continuing what we were doing there before by myself. So we're going to be pitching a lot. We're going to be creating events and meeting new people. And by the way, the pitch deck, the presentation that I was talking about, that I was making for the new pitch deck for the investors, is already done, and I'm using it. And by the way, we already had a call with one of the funds because we took a big pause on the pitching side, because we were, fixing some stuff, and, based on the feedback from the investors before. And now we feel like we're ready pretty much for opening a round. So the new presentation's done, and once we go back, we're going to use it, and we have already used it once, and we got a really cool feedback from the fund that we spoke to. It was a Japanese fund, and we're probably going to schedule one more call and talk more about details of the project and their investment process as well. And as always, getting some information from the funds, in terms of their investment processes, what their expectations are, how fast they want to exit, what amounts they invest, periods of time that they usually have in order to invest in a company, and stuff like that. So basically the same thing. So these are also one more thing. Again, just a reminder that we're going to be, next week, we're going to be published in one of the very famous magazines in Africa. with onboarding text, and we're going to post a QR code for people to register, and getting close to that, to more people joining. We are also ready with the pool, getting ready with the pool, and I think everything's going to happen in a very good time period. When we get the investment, we can put some money inside of the pool, and we're going to have a lot of onboarding people that will be able to exchange the tokens, and that will certainly raise the amount of active users in the project. So these are the things that I wanted to share today, and I am ready for the questions if we have any questions today.
Yeah, there are some questions in the chat, and the first question is from Habiba Abubakar. Hi, Rafael. How can we use the grant token after listing? Is there going to be a barter platform to exchange token with goods?
This is by the way, a really cool question, and this is one of the things that I forgot to mention today. So yesterday, I was talking to one of the advisors that will be onboarding to the team, and I basically explained everything about us, how we started, where we're at now, what our plans are, what we're doing, and stuff like that. And the idea that the advisor had and the connections that he already has is partnering up with gift cards. And there are a couple of big companies, gift card companies, that are basically connecting crypto with different discounts and coupons on different websites like Amazon, like platforms like that. And so that we're thinking to make a collaboration and try to partner up with those companies and gift card companies. That way, when people would be able to exchange tokens to different discounts or gift cards of different platforms like Amazon, like I said, depending on the country and popularity of the certain platform. So that's the integration that we're currently talking about, and this advisor is going to make an introduction to those gift card companies, and hopefully in a very, very short period of time, he said about a week or two, we're going to have an intro, and we will try to partner up with them. This would be a cool collaboration, I think, and this would be a very cool feature for the users to be able to exchange token. If you don't want to sell the token inside of the pool, you will be able to exchange it to a gift card. And also, if let's say one of the users will have a certain gift card and another one has tokens on your balance, you would be able to exchange from one to another. So one user provides the gift card, another user provides the tokens back. So kind of like an internal sale. Very good question, and thank you for asking that, because I forgot to mention that before. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next one comes from Yemi Prince. Hello, Rafael. What are the chances for promoting Grand Time on shows like Unicorn Hunters, a show in United States that are making people aware from there? Are these opportunities out there, and it will create more awareness to larger community about this project?
Yes, obviously, this example is one of many, many different ways to advertise. Right now, the reason why we don't do this is because we are on a stage of raising capital. So when you're raising capital, you have to have certain. So your project has to have a certain criterias. You have to have revenue. You have to have certain amount of users. You have to show certain growth, and the one of the most important things is the technical side of the project itself. So all this time, especially that we were in San Francisco, we were working on the technical side of the project, and creating some new features And also, we started doing events overseas and getting more users on the platform that are able to work, from home and earn tokens, and then in the very near future exchange those tokens inside of the platform as well. And these kind of marketing things are, first of all, really really expensive, if unless you're a huge project already and those channels are inviting you. And why I'm saying that is because I want to make a point that this is not the most important thing at this point. The most important thing is actually closing that first round. Being able to provide certain, money inside of the pool so people can actually start exchanging, and that will bring a lot more users organically as well. And then once this happens, obviously we're going to invest money for, in marketing and focusing on growing the community. So this is I'm the reason why I'm saying that is because I want everyone to be on the same page and understand what we're doing right now. So the first focus is closing the first round, getting, money in the pool, growing the community, and then after that adding some more technical features on platform and investing money in marketing. That way we have a lot more users joining, and then once they join, they will be able to earn and exchange right away. So taking a little pause on the community growth, and not really a pause, just not investing as much as it's possible, is something that we're doing on purpose. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And the third question comes from Crypto Professor. What's the possibility of our Grant app being in Play Store in weeks?
Grant app, was
Yeah,
that a
Grant
question
app.
about the app? Okay, so you know there is always a possibility when it comes to tech stuff. We've dealt with this many many times when we were about to launch something, or something was going to go live, but then certain things happen and they need to be fixed, and we take in a pause, and everybody, and I announced that these things are already done and they're going live. So we don't want to do this. We want to announce the actually working product that can be downloaded and being used once it's already out there, once we've tested it completely, and we know 100% that it's working. And then after that, at the same time, we're announcing it to the community so that we're not going to have problems like we had before. But talking about the app, that's it's basically completed. It's in the testing mode right now, and I don't want to announce any dates on when our users will be able to download it and actually use it, just because it's in the process of being, final touches and fixes that we're having. But it's almost done and will be live soon. Thank you for this question as well. Guys, I want to thank everyone for joining the stream today, and also want to thank Olga and Lana for being here as always, and making this live stream happen. And next Wednesday, like I said, we're going to have another live, and we're going to have our first event that we will publish, whether we will do make in Chicago. And also next week holds a lot of cool things like publishing in that we're going to be published on magazine in the magazine. And also the week after that, we're going to have our next game in Nigeria that I'm very excited about too. Also, a lot of things are happening with joining and attracting schools and universities with teachers and students. So that's being in works right now. We already have a lot of content and news on that side. But once we start onboarding people, I will obviously let everybody know, and we will share some cool pictures, and we will have more students and teachers joining our project, and performing tests and also doing some, creating classes that everybody will be able to attend. So that being said, I will see you guys on Wednesday at 6 p.m. London as always, and we'll see you then. Thank you all. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.